Hey, welcome. This is day 5, lower body and core. If you need balance help, you need a chair. You need a weight. You don't necessarily have to use them, but have them in case you do. 5, 8, 10, 15 pounds. We're only going to use one at a time. First thing we're going to do is a halo squat with or without weight. If you're using a weight, I'm just done a demo real quick. You're going to come up, bring the hands around your head. If you're not using a weight, you're going to squat, come up, fingertips can touch, make your halo, and come back into your squat. Either way, weight or no weight, let's go. We squat, come up, halos. Squat, other direction. I like to do, you can do a couple in one direction and then a couple in the other direction. If you want to alternate, that's fine. But you definitely want to make sure you're getting both directions evenly. So you don't want to go in one direction the entire time. We got 5 seconds. All right, next move is a reverse lunge, offset. Pick a weight, and you're just gonna step back into your reverse lunge and come back. If you want to just do a static, hold on and just come down and up. Only as much as your body can handle. Go ahead and start. Keep your torso lifted. Being lifted doesn't mean that it's super rigid and upright. It just means we don't cave. So keep it lifted, even if it tips forward slightly. That's opening the points between your shoulders. Your core is engaged. We're staying on the same side for 45 seconds. And then I'll switch to the other side for 45 seconds. We got 5 seconds here. And we switch. Go ahead and start. Also pay attention where your knee is. You want it ankle or shoelaces. You don't want to go too far forward. If you're starting to feel it in your knee, don't go down that low, or change it back to the split squat where you can control the range of motion on your knee. We are coming to our final 15 seconds. We'll keep moving. And 5 seconds. Let's keep moving. Don't quit early. And done. This next move is a core move. You can keep that weight and go heavier. One arm. Opposite arm comes up. Soften the knees. Gently allow the weight to come down towards the knee. Squeeze back to center. This is a lateral fold. So make sure you're not coming forward. It's not about how low you go. It's that you open up this side of your rib cage, you contract it back. This side's the working side. So when you make it about this side, you're going to compromise and compress the spine. We stay lifted. We simply allow a lengthening, contract back up. 10 seconds here, and we do not stop early. 5 seconds, keep moving. Last move, and we do the same thing on the other side. Fingertips up, because this is our working side. Soften the knees, belly in. Allow the weight to come down just long enough to get the opening. Come back up neutral. Nice and controlled. Gravity can pull you down, but you're controlling the motion. Squeeze back up. Squeeze back up. So this is the end of round 1. We'll repeat the legs. We'll change the core for round 2, and we'll come to this for round 3. We have our final 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. That weight goes down. We have a 20-second transition, which is not a lot of time. And we'll go to our second round. Grab your weights, anywhere from 5 to 15 pounds. We start our squats with the halo. Sit back, come up, create the halo. Remember, you can do a couple on each side, especially if going alternate is awkward. Sometimes just paying attention to right and left, while paying attention to sitting back, keeping your chest lifted, keeping your core engaged. Sometimes it's quite the load. If you're not ready, just do a couple in one direction and then switch. So I'm going to do 2 and 2. And then I'll go back to alternating. We're in our final 5 seconds. And done. All right, reverse lunge. If you want to hold a weight, it's offset reverse lunge. Staggered split squat, staggered stance. And we go. When you step back and you step back more on train tracks versus going into like a tightrope, you have a better balance, that slightly wider stance. You want to try to drop as low as you can. As low as you can. Paying attention to your front knee. You want a little bit of weight to drop into your heel versus more weight going into the ball of the foot. That means you have too much weight forward. I'm not talking about the upper body, I'm talking about the foot. Final 5 seconds on this side. And done. Switching it up. Remember, split stance, split squat, reverse lunge with weight offset. So adding a weight on one side, they just call it an offset. Whatever it is you're doing, reverse lunge is what we're doing. So it makes the core work a little harder because you're off balance, just a bit. It's subtle, but it's how you truly use your body. Think of carrying groceries in the house. You tend to put a heavier bag in one arm, a bunch of lighter bags in the other. Doesn't guarantee that they're evenly distributed. Final 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. All right, so core. Fingertips up behind the head. We're going to bring the knee up and rotate the torso, knee towards elbow. One side. So you got to shift your weight. Bring the knee forward as you rotate the torso. What happens? A lot of people do this. They cross their leg versus allowing the torso to twist. I want the leg to just come up where it normally would, forward, and then just rotate your torso. We'll do 45 seconds going in one direction, and then we'll transition to the other side. Spending a longer amount of time per side instead of doing all of it and then switching is going to allow us to fatigue those muscles a little better. And switch. We're on the other side. And go. And go. If I haven't said it already, fingertips to the head, no grabbing. No grabbing your head with your hands and your fingers only. Rotating the torso. Shift your weight, pull the core in. All right, 20 seconds to go. So I know there's a little bit of shoulders in this on our leg and core day. That's all right. And last 3 seconds, and we're done. All right, we're transitioning. In our transition, you get a small break. Get some water if you need it. And then we're going to go on to round 3. Same leg exercises, back to that first lateral core. Get your weight for your halo squat, grab it, and go. And remember, if you're not using weight, you're not using weight. You know what you need to be doing. If you have a shoulder issue that this is going to compromise, there's no benefit to doing that. Keep going. We have 10 seconds to go. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, this next one is that offset reverse lunge. Just a reverse lunge and a weight. Split squat. Go. From teaching for so many years, I'm always in the habit of counting. We do not necessarily need to count. If you do, use it as a way to see if you're even on each side, and if each round you can make the previous round's number. Last one, we switch. 10-second transition, so hold out, get yourself in position, ready, and go. I prefer timed intervals because a lot of times people move really fast. I'm going to encourage you to keep my pace or slower. But if you're going so much faster than me, it's really hard to keep good form. And form is more important as you age. In fact, the older you are, the more your form matters over how much weight you're lifting. That doesn't mean it doesn't matter when you're young, it just matters less. Last 3 seconds, and done. All right, so we're gonna go to that lateral standing core. So grab your weight, get in position, soften the knees, lateral fold, and we're up. Remember, control. Just because gravity can pull us down, doesn't mean we do it. Allow the lowering, squeeze to neutral. Allow it and squeeze. Controlled. "15 seconds on this side. Five seconds, keep moving. And we transition. All right, when we get on the other side, get yourself in position. Having switched the weights, we begin. There's a little engagement of your core. You're not completely relaxed. Right, we need to maintain the integrity of the spine, support the spine. Nice and controlled. Knowing we're towards the end, we're so excited, we tend to want to rush things. No, we move quick and then transition. The time moves quickly, but we don't move quickly. We take the time to perform the exercise the best we can, with the best form, finishing to the end. 3, 2, and done. All right, so week 1 is done. That's our 5-day split. This was day 5. We did lower, push, lower, pull, lower. Next week, we're gonna start with push, lower and core. Day 3 will be arms. 4 will be lower and core, and day 5 will be push. So change up just a bit. So join me next week as we start week 2.